Hey guys, MotorCarNut here, and today we're going to be replacing the front brake pads on a 2006 to 2012 RAV4 Toyota. First thing we're going to do is take off the lug nuts. This particular model, these are 21 millimeter. I'm going to take the wheel off, take it from there. Next, we're going to take off the caliper. Here, there's a 14 millimeter here and a 14 millimeter here. Or it depends, sometimes you could just remove the top one, loosen the bottom one, and just swing it out. But I'm going to take it off just in case you want to take it off. And disregard how this looks, okay? I'm doing this as a demonstration to show you how to do the brakes. I'm not replacing the brake rotors on this vehicle. This is just, a parts vehicle. Anyway, I'm just showing you how to do it. I don't have the brand new parts, but you're going to have the brand new parts, so you'll know how to do it, okay? All right, so we're going to just take the caliper off now. Okay, and after that, you're going to take the caliper off. You just put a screwdriver in here and on the bottom, and you wiggle it out. All right, and don't let the caliper hang on that rubber hose. That's not a good idea. All right, it's good also to check the hose, make sure that there's no dry rotting or cracks, because then you would have to replace that. All right, now here's your brake pads. Again, you can get a screwdriver. If they don't come off, you just wedge them and you take them right off. Always note which way they go, okay? Back one. Now your kit, the brake pads will come with new hardware. That's this right here. You just get a little screwdriver and you pry up on them. All right. And you have to note which way this comes off. Do one at a time. You see it has like a high side and a low side. Yeah, it goes on this side, but this could also go on this side and it'll be incorrect. So however you take it off, note what it looks like and match it up with the brand new one. Clean this up with a wire brush, a little bit of air, and then you put them back in. All right, make sure that they're fully seated. All right, you have to press these down. They have to be fully seated so the pads slide in nice. And also the sliders here, make sure that they move. All right, they're not binded. They slide in and out nice. Unless that's going to give you a brake pair wear, or when you hit the brakes, the car may pull one to one side or the other if this is not sliding in and out. Because the caliper itself here actually moves a little bit, all right? So if it can't move on these sliders, that's not good, all right? So you clean up everything, replace all the brand new hardware, and then we're going to just install the new brake pads. And like I said before, yours are going to be brand new. I'm just showing you how to do this. And a lot of times they're going to have an anti-wear indicator that when the brake pads get really low, and if for some reason your light doesn't go on the dash, you're going to hear a squealing. Really, really loud, metal to metal. So that's what these are for. Usually, if it has two, you put them on both sides. But if it only has one, you always put it on the piston side. This side where the piston is, because that's where it gets the most pressure. But these don't have that, so these can go either way. All right, they just slide in. You can turn them a little bit like this. Best off with the bottom. Oh, again, this has to be seated. I forgot about that. Hold on, let me fix it. You see how it's seated? Nice and flush. And then you take your pads and you put them in. Like this. You just basically twist them in. Come on, buddy. Like that. Okay. And yours are going to be new. Hardware is going to be new. You check these. They slide in and out nice. You blow everything with a little compressed air. And the piston now has to be pushed in a little bit because when you have new pads, they're going to be thicker, and the piston was used to the old pads, and it's not going to fit in. So you're just going to have to get a screw clamp, and we're going to put that in. And you can use an old brake pad. So you push evenly onto the piston. All right, you can put it in the back. Make sure it's pretty much square. And you just turn it. Turn it a quarter turn at a time. Give a chance for the brake fluid to go back into the master cylinder. You go slow. Easy does it. Like that. You wait. You wait. You wait until it bottoms out. Then you back it off. You take that off. And now you see how it's nice and flush. Also make sure that there's no leakage here. If there's leakage here, the caliper would have to be replaced. All right, so now it has a lot of space, and yours are going to have brand new pads. All right, and then it's just going to slide over like this. You're going to move these out of the way. You're going to put that on there. Put your 14mm bolts. I'm going to do that. We tighten them up to 25 foot-pounds. After you tighten that down, you check your work. Make sure there's no leaks. Blow off everything. Nice. Now we're going to put the wheel back on. Torque the wheel lug, whatever yours recommends, usually 90 foot-pounds. And we're going to go to the top. All right. Then you locate the reservoir. And what you're going to do now is you're going to pump the brake pedal a couple of times with the engine off. Okay. It's going to push the piston back out to where it belongs. And don't forget, you do this after you do both sides, okay? I'm only doing one shot to show you, but you do this after you do both sides, not one side at a time. When you assume you did both, then you pump the brakes, engine off, and you make sure that you're at least at near the maximum. Now, just for reference, if you were doing all 4 brakes, I'm going to show you a video of how I'm going to do the rear. If you were doing all 4 brake pads on all 4 sides, all new, right? You pump the brakes, make sure they're nice and firm, engine off. Then you would check your fluid level, and that would be at the maximum. Now, why that matters is that we're only doing the fronts right now. The backs, we don't know how bad they are. So don't put it at the maximum, all right? Because it's going to be inaccurate. That may make a false alarm. What I'm trying to say is that if you put it at the maximum, your front brakes are new, but the backs may be just pretty much worn, and that level should have been lower. So now the backs are going to start grinding, and that light won't even be on because you filled it up. All right, that's why you never top off brake fluid. All right, if you have low brake fluid and you replace the brakes, you probably have a leak somewhere. And let me, again, explain that if you feel uncomfortable doing brakes, because it's a very serious issue, you know, a very safety issue, don't do it if you don't feel comfortable. All right, I should have said that in the beginning. But anyway, so now we didn't replace the rear yet. So if you're not doing the rear, keep it a little bit below the maximum line. This is the maximum line. You see that? And you see where it is? It's just a little bit below. That's probably where you want it if you're not doing the back. If you're doing the back, you put it up to the maximum. All right, and you put brake fluid in there. A lot of times you don't have to do the brake fluid unless you're changing it. You don't have to add brake fluid, like I just said. You don't want to throw nothing off. But if you're going to add, you add the .4 brake fluid. Like that. See, it says .4. Use like that. Then after that, you test drive the car nice and slow around the neighborhood, see if it feels good to you. Don't slam the brakes constantly. Let them, you know, the new brake pads wear in, especially if you're not doing the rotors. All right, it may feel a little bit different. It may take a little bit more pressure to stop. That's normal until the brake pads wear into that, the brake rotors, and you'll be good to go. All right, guys, MotorCarNut, please subscribe, hit that like button. Any questions pertaining to the video, leave them below. I answer all my questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.